Hey everybody, so I am Shannon Posh Anderson, author, coach, speaker, executive producer, and a publisher. And I help people just like you go from frustrated to finished in the book writing and publishing process while creating powerful brands that create more income, more impact, and more influence, all right? So today I want to get to the nitty gritty, all right? People want to know, how do you make money as an author? How do you get paid as an author? All right, so I'm going to go through a few ways. There are many ways, all right, but I'm going to go through a few ways. Also, make sure you check the link in the description. Go ahead and sign up for the training, okay? Number one, by speaking, all right? So many of my clients desire to become speakers. They desire to speak on stages. They desire to share their stories around the world, right? So one of the ways that you sell books is by speaking. I tell people all the time, you should never be a speaker. You should never be speaking and not have a product to sell, guys. You want to make sure that the audience has something to leave with, that you can put something in their hands to where they can go off and learn more, or they can learn how to follow you and follow up with you later on, all right? So that is very important. So speaking, getting speaking gigs is a great way to sell books, and a lot of books, all right? Sell books in bulk, all right? So bulk selling. So what are you saying, Shannon? What is bulk selling? Bulk selling is selling in bulk, right? Like selling a lot of books at one time. So a lot of people do not realize that school systems buy books, colleges buy books, prison systems buy books, organizations, associations. So you can actually sell your book to the organization. So let's say, for instance, if you get a speaking engagement, and this speaking engagement is with a bigger organization. Well, you can ask the organization, hey, just for me coming to speak today, can you purchase books for everybody in the audience, all right? So if there are 100 people in the audience, guess how many books they're gonna buy? You guessed it, 100, all right? That is number 3. All right, and then, well, that is number 2. Number 3, you want to turn your book into other projects. All right, so you make a ton of money by turning your books into other projects. So you're thinking, Shannon, what other projects can you turn a book into? You can turn books into many things, right? You can turn books into film, which is what I did. I actually turned my book into a documentary, and I licensed it to Amazon Prime, Tubi TV, the Roku channel, many different networks, and I get royalty payments from that film as well as books, all right? So royalty payments, honey, that is definitely one way you can turn your book into film and get royalties off film as well. Also, you can turn it into a course. You can turn it into a workshop. You can turn it into a class. You can turn your books into all different types of things. These are the things that I'm teaching my clients how to do. Not just have a $20 product, but take that $20 product and turn it into a $1,000 product. That's the key, all right? And number 4, you want to be able to build a strong personal brand, all right? So a lot of people try to sell books and they fail horribly. And one of the reasons why they fail horribly is because they don't have a strong personal brand. No one knows you. You haven't built the audience. You haven't connected with your audience. So building a strong personal brand is a great way of doing that. That's the first thing that I did when I first came out with my book. The minute that I decided to write a book, I didn't wait until I released the book. I started talking about the book as I was writing the book, which is another mega tip that I teach my clients to do. You want to build the audience as you're preparing to write the book, as you're putting it out, right? You don't drop a book to crickets. So I started preparing my audience. I started going on social media. I just started sharing my story, all right? I just started sharing my story, sharing my experiences. And with my story, all right, that's number 5. Share your story, okay? Your story is the biggest connection builder, all right? When you think of every major company and every major brand that you can think of, they all have a story. They all have a mission. They all have something for people to rally behind, right? That's the missing components that a lot of authors have. You don't know how to share your story and share it in a way to where you convert people to want to spend money with you. That's actually a skill and an art. All right. And that's one of the things that I am teaching as well. You have to know how to know sales, but you also have to know how to know personal branding. Personal branding is a part of sales. Branding is a part of sales. Okay. I tell my clients all the time, once you write a book, you're now in business. All right. You're now creating a brand. Anytime that you're creating or selling a product or service, you are now in business. All right. So creating a strong personal brand is going to help you sell tons of books. All right. People are going to want to support you. They are going to come in alignment with you. They are going to feel like they have a connection with you because they understand who you are and what you are about. All right. So just to recap, number one, become a speaker. All right. Start booking those speaking gigs. Start getting on those stages. Start using other people's stages, right? If they are doing the work by bringing in 1,000 people, well, hey, they're doing all the work. I want to show up on that stage, right? So becoming a speaker. Number two, I want to also sell in bulk. So if I'm coming to speak, guess what? I'm going to sell the books to the organization that I'm speaking for, right? Or if I'm already a part of an organization, maybe you may be part of a fraternity. You could be part of a sorority. You could be a part of other organizations and associations. You can definitely talk to those people about purchasing your books. And guess what? They're not going to just purchase one. All right. Number three, turn your books into other projects. All right. Courses, classes, workshops, live events. You can use what you've written in your book and actually turn those into other things. Okay. So that's why I teach my clients how to write transformational books, not just autobiographies and memoirs. You want to write a book that provides a transformation for people because people pay for transformation, not your story. All right. And there's a skill set to that. Number four, build a strong personal brand. All right. People want to know you. They want to connect with you. They want to know who you're about, what you're about. They want to know how they can align with you. Okay. People love to feel like they're a part of something. So having your personal brand strong and tight, you're going to just bring those people into your mission, into whatever it is you're doing, and they are going to rally behind you and support you and help you sell more books. All right. And then last but not least, your story. Your story is always going to seal the deal, all right? You want to have a great story, but you also want to be able to put that into words that converts people, all right? So I teach you all of that, all right? So go ahead and click the link, check out the free training, and, go ahead and check out the training that's around here or in the description. Whatever training that is, make sure that you're a part of because I'm going to really be breaking down these steps on a whole nother level to really take you to your next level. All right. So thank you so much. And I'll see you on the next training.